What's going on, everyone? So welcome back to the channel. Last time I talked about my brakes, I mentioned how the two sets of pads, the front passenger and the rear driver, were unevenly wearing. The pins were indeed seized on the caliper brackets, so that's what we're doing today. We're going to be removing this front bracket and replacing it completely with a whole new bracket and pins. Yes, I did end up painting these overnight, so these are all painted up for the rear and front, but we just got to put in the new pins because this one I tried. Okay, my dog keeps yelling at me to let him outside, but dude, you're gonna die. You're a fluff ball. He doesn't understand the heat. He comes out, then he wants it. Anyways, so it's the lower pin that's seized. I tried to press it out and remove it. It just was not happening. So this whole thing I'm going to label. So this whole thing I'm going to label as junk, not the caliper, just the bracket. So we're gonna remove it, replace it, really grease it up and lube up the pins. Now, I did do the pins, like Annie sees the crud out of the pins when I did my brakes, replaced the boots, and the boot was not damaged. So something must have gotten in there or just it wore out. Anyways, either way, it's kind of a maintenance item. So I'm gonna get to it, take all this off and put on the new bracket. Well, lube it all up, the new one, and then put it on. So let's go do it right now. Shiny new bright blue. And so this is, I didn't know if I had the same blue that I painted these with, my original calipers, but I ended up using some engine paint that I had. It was a bright blue, but then I did find the can of this paint, and well, the two of them, you can kind of see it's darker in some spots. Either way, it's painted, shouldn't rust out as quickly. And that's the reason I painted them, but blue is blue, right? It'll work. It'll just, whatever. Anyways, so now what we gotta do is lube up the pins, lube up in here. I know my fingernails are disgustingly long, but this is the pin that got seized. I tried to remove it, the boot broke, everything, so it's just, it is what it is. This one moves freely, like, look at that, it just in and out, in and out. This one, not in and out. So, which I forgot to get In-N-Out Burger while I was out west in the Southwest, because, you know, we don't have that up here in the Midwest. Anyways, let me grease up these pins, shove it all in here, just put it back together. So I will say, for having about 10,000 miles on them already, the new pads, they're looking pretty good, even though they were being worn unevenly. But alright, new brackets on, just tying down these bolts. Now we just got to put the actual caliper on and then tying down those bolts, and then we're good to go. So let me do it right now. Alright, so the new bracket's on. Like I said, the color is slightly off, but you know what? Blue is blue. You don't really see them back here. It was mainly so they don't rust, and when you do see them, it's kind of cool that they're painted blue, not red like they typically are. But otherwise, new pin, moves nice and freely. So I just got to do the back one. I'm going to do that one off camera because it's the same concept. But really, the main reason why I was doing this is I noticed, ooh, the camera has a smudge. The gas mileage on the truck has gone way down. Yes, I get it, it's a truck. Fuel mileage is not one of my concerns, but it is when I drive a lot. I use it as a truck, but I need it to get a little bit better gas mileage. Normally when I drive around town, between just driving with the truck or with the trailer behind it, I was getting about maybe 14. Good day, like 15, but right around that 14 mark. Right now I'm sitting at 11. My average miles per gallon is 11. Even when I took that big old road trip, 5,000 miles, I was only averaging about like 13, 14 miles to the gallon. I get it, I was up in the mountains and stuff like that. Boosted engine though, shouldn't really have mattered all that much. And anytime I've ever taken road trips or driven places, even like southwest of here up in the mountains with towing a trailer, I was seeing, well, those trailers I was always seeing like 10 or 11. But this one, without a trailer, just a truck and like my stuff inside, I was seeing like 14, 15. I was happy to see 16. I'm like, there's no way my fuel mileage should be that bad. Yes, I have a leveling kit on the truck, but I had a leveling kit well before all this. And the tires, yeah, they're slightly heavier, I think. Not even, they're not that much heavier. So even with the newer wheels that I put on, yes, they're 20-inch compared to the 18s. My fuel mileage was still right around that 13, 14 mark around town. And that's why I'm like, I'm losing 2 to 3 miles per gallon. Something has to be off. The brake calipers are gripping, like they're holding while driving. So hopefully this fixes it, but I'm gonna drive around for about a week, maybe 2, and then put that in this video. So this video is gonna be continued on later. I'm gonna talk about the fuel mileage, so I will see you. Well, I'll probably show you the back brake caliper bracket once I put it on, and then you'll see me after that. Anyways. Alright, so the back one is changed out. I swear this is blue, not just dirt or black, but it is blue. Back one is changed out. So next time you will see me, it's going to be in about a week or so, and hopefully the gas mileage has gotten better. Fingers crossed. So we will see. Otherwise we're going to have to track it down. So catch you guys in a little bit. So my fuel mileage has gone up, but I haven't really been driving with the trailer much. But anyways, that definitely helped, changing the caliper brackets that were holding the brakes, because should have done it before my road trip. Did not, so there was a lot of extra fuel that I was burning during the whole trip. So always double check your guide pins, grease them, anti-seize them. I did when I did my brakes the first time. I overdid it probably, but I don't know, maybe something tore the boot at some point. I put brand new boots on, but who knows. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and maybe found it helpful. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a dislike, but let me know what I can improve on for next videos. And as always, if you haven't done so already, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. And I will catch you guys later. Bye.